Hey everybody. So I wanted to just go over a couple of quick basic things. First of all, here's our aviator. As you can see, most of the blue line is gone. This is about as smooth, I think, as it needs to be. Remember, he's going to be tucked into the cockpit there, so there won't be a whole lot visible, especially from behind or underneath. Just a little bit over the shoulder, probably with that bubble canopy, be able to see from about here up. And these edges are very, very clean, as far as I'm concerned. A little bit maybe here, but that's essentially it. You see, I did use a little bit of putty around there's an opening here near the boot, and another one here on the inseam of the right leg, and that's really it. And I only wanted to fill those in to prevent the paint from disappearing there, and that might have been visible. Right, so that's the aviator. We'll just put him up out of the way there. The other thing I want to go over was when we're taking out these die crushed parts, these are not laser cut, and so you have to go through and clean out the notches for the stringers. And so I like to just cut them all off of the sheets first, and then go through and clean them up best I can. So here's B5 right here. So this part stays on until after we assemble. But what you want to do is just line up the part and make sure you've got the profile lines cut properly, that this line here especially matches. And then what you want to do is just sort of tag where all of the openings are. So I'm just looking for the break in the line here when I line this up at the side, and you can see that it's been die crushed on this side, but the drawing has it flipped, so I've marked it on the other side. Now that doesn't mean anything really. When I go to clean it out, we're going to use the side we can see. I just want to be able to take a look at the other side too. The thing about stringers is when you're attaching those after everything's been attached to the keel, and these are all pinned to the keel or glued to the keel, you can still have a little bit of float or wiggle room on how that stringer goes. You want a nice straight run of the stringer. You don't want the stringer, because of where these are, going like this, or because of where these holes are. You don't want a whole lot of undulation with that nice straight stringer shot. It doesn't have to be, you know, perfect, but I find that you tend to get a better assembly when everything is square and straight and smooth. So here you can see this is good, and here we're a little high. So what I'm just going to do is clean that off. Again, it doesn't matter if this opening's a little bigger than the stringer. The glue will hold it in place. I just want to make sure the stringer's in the right place when I do glue it in. So we've got two of the stringers done. At this point, we've got this one notched, and you can see it lines up with the drawing. This is B4. And then we've got a good alignment there. Right, let me get it lined up. Yeah, good enough. Right there. Open, 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 open. So anyway, this is how I do it. And you're going to go through all of these, and that's before you tape the plan and start laying down the fuselage half, because if you'll notice, the fuselage layup is right here, and if I have this all taped down, I can't use this. I can't use these drawings to verify that my bulkheads are correct. In other words, if I just start working before I clean these out, tape the thing down, put the keel parts down, and then start cleaning these out one at a time as I go, I might miss something, and I wouldn't have a reference to go by to make sure. So that's why I like to do this step first. We'll put them all in the box, we'll tape the plan down, and then we'll be using them